SEO. I am not a hero, and I am not a hero, and I am not your one.
Hey guys, before you watch this amazing video, please do me one favor and subscribe to this YouTube channel, ring the doorbell and give it a thumbs up. That will mean the world to me. Thank you. Guys, Andrew here for Omega Digital. I wanted to shoot some real talk with you today. So the question that I've been continuously receiving and also researching on the internet as one of the most frequently asked questions around SEO is SEO dead? Now, when I look, it takes a lot for something as big and as important as SEO to die. To simply say is SEO dead is a little naive and ignorant, if that makes sense. So I would say that SEO is definitely not dead, obviously. But what I would say about SEO is that it's become insurmountable, far more difficult to get results than it did 10 years ago. And the scale in which to get results requires a greater amount of talent on behalf of both the business owner and the actual SEO practitioner. So just because you're paying 10 grand a month versus 4 grand a month doesn't actually mean the service that you're getting for $10,000 a month is better than the service you're getting for $4,000 a month. What it is saying is the team that needs to be working on your campaign, their ability to get results for you needs to be far more greater, significantly greater than what it was 10 years ago, or even when I started 14 years ago, where if you knew 4 or 5 tricks, you could win the game. Now it requires SEO, I believe, requires a marketing brain, a technical brain, a business brain, and a practitioner brain. So all those 4 major things, and I will probably create another video where I'll touch on each of those points in more detail, but it does require a huge amount of knowledge and expertise to get results than it did before. When people say SEO is dead, they're thinking about old tactics that don't work anymore, keyword stuffing, content manipulations, all sorts of these old, outdated practices that once did work and now they don't. So in their mind, they're thinking that's what's dead. In fact, that is dead. But the ability to get results is far more difficult now than it's ever been before. So that's how I would answer that. Second big part of why SEO is far more difficult is not only the fact that more SEOs are actually in the game, more businesses are actually doing SEO, but it's also how competitive every industry is versus the client that you're working on. So if an industry is really, really competitive and you have a brand new website that's just about to hit the game of a very competitive market, then of course SEO is going to be huge, very difficult in terms of getting results versus a industry which isn't as competitive and the clients that you're working on are far more along the lines down in the race than if it's a new website. The analogy I always give to new clients when I'm bringing them on board is it's like a Bathurst 1000, right? Where you're entering the race on the first lap, but the race had already started 7 or 8 or 9 or maybe even 20 laps further on down the line, and you've got to play catch up. And they're not waiting for you to catch up. They might do a pit stop every now and then, but they're not waiting for you to catch up. And so what you're doing to get results and how to catch up with them requires an exceptionally talented SEO team, practitioner. And that's really the big misunderstanding with new clients when around SEO is well, I can do it for $500 or I can do it for $1,000. It all depends on goals and objectives, the industry that they're in, the current backlink profile, the current business position in the marketplace, its overall brand awareness. There are many factors why certain agencies can get testimonials for certain clients a lot easier, and then you think, well, they got testimonials, I'm signing up, I didn't have that same experience. And it's these specific factors and variables where the business, the entrepreneur that's running the business, the SEO team, how talented they are, how competitive the industry is, that will all determine whether you get results. Even I've shown to get results in 6 months, and the reason that is identifying a client that I know I can get results in 6 months based upon their existing position in the marketplace and capitalizing on that and benefiting from that and really taking that to its full extent. So that's how I would break that down on whether SEO is dead. I mean, that's just headline reading, right? That's like, what the hell, right? But actually understanding the industry is far more if you can understand what I just said, you're going to understand how this industry's played out a lot better, and you can make a better decision when you decide who to work with. Thanks a lot, guys. If you've got any questions, please let me know in the comment box below.
I am not the one, and I am not your Neo. I am not a hero, and I am not a hero, and I am not your one.